Hi guys, it's Nancy, and we're going to put together a pretty quick and easy card here using a method I haven't used in a while, which is putting ink on your embossing folders. So embossing folders are very versatile, and I know a lot of people have gotten the better press, but some people don't want to invest in, another machine or more products, and that's fine. So I wanted to give you another option if you have embossing folders. So this is part of the Yanis Makula collection of Delightful Christmas. This is her new 3D embossing folder, and as I open it, this is going to be the deboss side where everything is down, and this is going to be the raised side where everything is up. And I want to use the deboss side where it's more flat versus the raised side, because the raised side is kind of 3D, so it's got a lot of texture, and I don't think I'll get good coverage with the ink. So I'm going to use the flat side, and I'm going to be using my Delicata Golden Glitz ink. I don't think this needs to be re-inked, but I haven't used it in a while. And I'm basically just going to dab that ink all on the flat side. And I do recommend a pigment ink if you're going to do this, because a pigment ink will stick to your embossing folder better. And I have a piece of the Forest Green Spellbinders cardstock ready to go. But pigment ink stays wet longer. It also is going to fully coat your embossing folder, and I think it's going to give us a better impression in terms of how it appears on the paper, because it will sit on top. Okay, so that's done, and then I am going to, off to the side, spritz my paper, and the wet side of the paper will go on the uninked side. Okay, and we just do that to loosen the fiber. So this is the wet side, that's going to go on this side, and then the side with the ink will fold over. And then we're going to run that through our platinum with our platform A base, the embossing folder with the paper, and then platform D for the 3D folders. Each machine is different, so you'll want to use whatever your 3D folder is for your embossing machine, die cutting machine, whatever. All right, and there we go. You can see all of that beautiful green on the leaves, but we have this gold background. And again, you can do this with any color pigment ink. It looks great with white, but I really wanted gold, obviously, for this Christmas look. And this is really easy. I can just wipe this up later, okay? I have also pre-die cut the new Merry Christmas Classic die. This is part of the Classic Christmas collection. And you get the die, which is going to cut out Merry Christmas, and you get the shadow layer. So the shadow layer I have already cut out of some white pearlescent cardstock. So there you can see there. And then the Merry Christmas I cut out of red cardstock, just right here. And I just need to poke that through and glue it, and then we will assemble our card. Now, it's a delicate font, so you want to be careful, but I like the scripty font, so, and I thought this was a nice large font, so perfect for the fronts of cards. Now, don't forget the tittle on the eye there, the little dot. And just take your time poking it through. My A seems to be stuck. What a pain in the A. Alright, I'm going to have to force that out of there. Careful. Can't even see where it's stuck. Okay, I got it. All right, so we're going to glue all of this together. Just a little snip there. All right, I'm going to use my little finger blade and cut those out because it doesn't look like it cut all the way through. And I should have probably used, probably should have run it through twice. Normally when I do intricate dies I do, and this time I didn't. I was being lazy and just pushed it through once and should have done it twice, but that's okay. This is a very easy fix. Oh, what I didn't want to happen happened. My little S came apart. That's okay. Once it's glued together, nobody will know. So, I mean, you could just go and cut another one, but for the most part, this is okay. So, I'm not going to throw away perfectly good die cut. It's just hard to hold because it's so delicate. And I know a lot of people would just edit this out or go and cut another piece, but I want to show you the mistakes that I make in real time, and hopefully you don't make the same mistake and you run it through your die cutting machine twice. This did not even cut through in the center of my A. That's why it got stuck. But crafting isn't about making everything perfect. Sometimes you have to troubleshoot. And, you know, with intricate dies like this, you should run it forward and back through your machine. And like I said, I normally do. And I just was being lazy and thought, oh, once will be good. Anytime you have a lot of curves in your die cut, there we go, pretty intricate. All right, we've survived. Let's move along here. So we're gonna just take some glue and some tweezers and assemble everything. You can see how nicely that fits in there. Put that little block on there just to hold it in place while I put some glue on the M. You want to use a fine tip glue applicator when doing this. Okay, so that one's done. Let's do this. Let's do the tittle before I forget. So this would normally be a pretty easy and fast card to make where I could mass produce a lot of them. And it'll still have that handmade look without looking like I rushed through it, because doing an embossing folder is pretty easy. Die cutting is pretty easy. And then I'll probably add some sequins to this, and it'll be done. So I could have cut out, you know, quite a few sentiments, glued them all together, did a little assembly line of assembling everything, and then just put them all on the card base. My little Christmas is back together. Okay, so while that's drying, let's cut out our background. Let's get our card base ready. Gold really sets off in that dark cardstock. That looks really nice. And again, that white cardstock is kind of pearlescent, so that pops as well. Although I could have used the gold. Oh, that would have looked nice. There is gold brushed cardstock, which is pearlescent metallic looking. That would have looked good in the background too. Ew, my tittle moved. How dare you? Get back to where you belong. All right, and I'm going to add some sequins to this. These are the Spellbinders Smooth Disc Sequins in gold. I just put them in this little jar so it's easy for me to store them. All right, and there we go. Fairly quick and easy Christmas card using some ink on the embossing folder. And again, that is the Yanis Makula Delightful embossing folder and the Classic Christmas etched die from the Classic Christmas collection. This is part of the Christmas in July release. You want to go check it out. And if you haven't already, I've done some other videos as well. But if you had fun watching me go through my mistakes and put this card together, let me know. I want to know in the comments, have you ever put ink on your embossing folders? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.